How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. There has been a lot of talk in the community the past few months about which maps could be remade in the new Modern Warfare 2 game. There was a leak from Ghost of Hope saying all of the MW2 maps, at least the launch maps, are coming into Modern Warfare 2 in the second half of its life cycle, the year 2. And I wanted to make a video of potential maps that I think could come in from the other games in the Modern Warfare franchise, and I wanted to discuss the potential MW2 maps that we could see earlier than that year 2 content drop. So one thing I want to get out of the way first is usually COD devs do not remake the same map twice, excluding Shipment, Nuketown, Terminal, and Resistance. Usually you don't get the same map remade twice back-to-back years from game devs, or the back-to-back games that those devs make. So I want to go over what maps were in Modern Warfare 2019 so that we can rule those maps out, basically going by that rule that they're not going to remake the same map back-to-back times, excluding some anomalies with Shipment and other maps like that. So starting with COD4, we had Backlot, Crash, Vacant, and Broadcast, all remade into Modern Warfare 2019. I would doubt that we would see those maps again, but there's always a possibility. Next maps that I would probably say that we're going to see no matter what is Shipment. We're going to get Shipment in this game. There's no way, with how grindy COD is now, there's no way we don't get Shipment. And then Kill House was found in the game files for Modern Warfare 2. Now that could be a different Kill House that's not from the COD4 map. It could not be a remake. It could be something else. Or it could be the actual COD4 map and it actually be a remake. So that would be another instance where it got remade in back-to-back Call of Duties for Infinity War. Keep your mind open for Kill House coming into this game, and then obviously Shipment. Now another thing is Warzone. So in Verdansk we had Broadcast, Scrapyard, and Vacant, and I think there were other maps too, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But those maps were remade into Warzone, and then they came later as a 6v6 map in Modern Warfare 2019, and I would expect to see that again. So maps that we've seen in that are Showdown from COD4 and Strike, kind of. There's a building in one of the ground war maps that's also, that ground war map takes place in the Warzone map, and there's one building from Strike that's in that map. So it could just be an Easter egg, but it could just be, they're planning on making it fully when the full game comes out. So I would want to see Strike. And then there's two maps I have on my list that I would want to see aside from those maps I just mentioned, and that's Wetwork. And the reason why I say this is because there's the Dark Water mission, and that's inspired by the Crew Expendable mission, and a Crew Expendable inspired Wetwork. So I would not be surprised if we saw a Wetwork remake, or like a map that was kind of like Wetwork on a ship like that. So keep an eye out for that. And then this map, I would say there's probably like a 0% chance of it happening, but I would personally want to see Chinatown, which is a remake of Carrington from COD 2 and COD 1. And I would just want this map because it looks cool, like visually, of that version of the remake, and it plays well in my opinion. So we'll see what happens with the COD 4 maps. But moving on from COD 4, we're going to go on to Modern Warfare 2, the original one, and all the maps are rumored to come back, but there are some maps that apparently were leaked to come out earlier than that year 2 content drop, and some of them are in Warzone. So before we get into that, we're going to talk about the two maps that were remade in Modern Warfare 2019, and that's Rust and Scrapyard. We're probably going to see them again because of the content drop, but I doubt we're going to see them before that time, even though I would want to see these two maps again earlier. The four maps that were leaked to come up around launch are Favela, and this was in the files. It could be a different Favela, it could be like the Kill House situation, but I doubt it because Favela is one of the most iconic maps ever. And then the three other maps are also in Warzone 2, and that is High Rise, Quarry, and Terminal. So we should see all those maps, and I would want to see all those maps. I'm not really like the biggest fan of Quarry. I don't really understand the big hype behind it, but I would definitely not be opposed to seeing those maps. And then one, map that's kind of out there that I don't think will ever get a remake, but I would like to see is Carnival. I think Carnival is a cool map, and I think it'll just look great in Modern Warfare 2. So hopefully we get that map remade. But moving on to Modern Warfare 3, we have an interesting thing with Modern Warfare 3 because this game really doesn't get remakes outside of two maps, and that's Hard Hat, and we did see that in Modern Warfare 2019, and is Resistance. Now with how much people love Resistance, I would expect to see this map at least some version of it. If we don't see this map, I'd be very surprised because people love this map. And then another map that people love to get remade from this map is also Dome. And Dome is in the Warzone map, so it's probably coming to the game. Now, I also wanted to call out some other maps that are in this game that, you know, are popular, but that I would personally want, and that is Arcaden, Mission, Resistance again, obviously, and then Seatown, and then Village. I wouldn't want to see that much, but just like Quarry, like, I'm not opposed to seeing it. I would be very happy if it came into the game. And then there's an interesting map with Oasis. This map is a DLC map. It got remade in COD Mobile. There's a Warzone point of interest called Oasis, so it could be that, or it could just be the same name and it's totally different. But I would love to see this map because it looks like it would flow so well. Like, I've never played it personally, but it looks great, and with the map layout, I think it would play pretty well in Modern Warfare 2. So hopefully we get, you know, some out of the box type maps that also flow well in Modern Warfare 2 in its DLC season that are remakes. I've named a lot of maps, you know, like almost 20 maps, and with how the content is, we might not even see half of these maps, excluding the Modern Warfare 2 remakes. So it depends on how they want to do, because in MW 2019 we saw half of the maps, or at least pretty much half this. From the last 3 years, we've actually seen half of the DLC maps be remakes. I would not be surprised if you come to this video in a year or two after this, you know, when Treyarch's next game's coming out, you look back and like, wow, like half of these maps got remade. Like, that's crazy. So one more thing I wanted to talk about was Modern Warfare 2019 maps, and honestly I doubt we're gonna get any of these maps remade, but the number one map I could see being remade into MW2 would be Shoot House. But ever since Black Ops 2, we really haven't seen a map that was remade after any map that was created after Black Ops 2 besides USS Texas in Vanguard. So I highly doubt we're gonna get anything from Modern Warfare 2019 returning. There's no shot, but you know, you never know, because we won't know until the games comes out and we get leaks and the seasons come out and we get new maps coming to the game. So that is, in my opinion, all the potential maps that I would want to see we're most likely gonna see in this game with its DLC cycle. Like, the most potential maps to be remade. You know, not all of these maps are going to get remade, but I would say probably at least half of these are going to get remade within the next 2 years. So, you know, we'll see how right I am in 2 years. But if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. A lot of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribed, so you enjoy the content. I'm going to be coming out with a lot of content between now and Modern Warfare 2 comes out and post-launch. So yeah, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.